Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
How are you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
Good, I'm good.
Good. I have here some previous exams that I did earlier in the semester. I don't know if we
Yeah.
can go over that.
Okay. Would you like to share a screen or
I don't think I have it. Or actually, I might be able to pull up the PDFs of the exam. Actually, no.
are you, are you going to share a screen?
Sorry.
Are you going to share a screen or do you have a hard copy
But
of
I
it?
don't have anything. Yeah, I only have a hard copy of the exam.
Oh, okay.
But maybe I'm trying to see if I can have my. It's called Wiley Plus. It's like a platform where we do our homework. Maybe we can pull some from there. But sure, I can share my screen. Oh, it's not giving me the option to share my screen.
There's a button, a green button, share screen in the middle of screen.
Yeah, it's usually in the middle bottom, but I don't have it. It's because I joined from my browser instead of the putting the ID in the app.
Mm, so, what will you do with that?
I can try rejoining onto the app. It's
You
gonna
can, if you can
let me
send the
share.
pictures. Okay, just try to do that.
The password's very long. Okay. No, yeah, it'd probably be easier if I sent you the pictures then because it's gonna.
Do you want to send the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Just send it.
Okay. Where can I send it to? On Fiverr or Gmail?
Yeah, you can send it on Fiverr or in the Zoom chat. It's up to you. The student got 32.5 out of 50. And your teacher, someone wrote a remark that let me know if you need help. So, so teacher should ask for help before the exam. Okay. Is it your final exam? Which is upcoming?
Yeah, it's gonna be cumulative. So I have 3 exams that I did, and there's gonna be one that's cumulative.
Okay. Well, when will be your final exam?
Um, I think in 2 weeks.
Okay.
I don't remember the exact date.
Okay, the first problem is about limits. Okay, try to understand the definition of limit and the concept of finding the limit from graph. So usually we do two types of limit from the graph and limit uh, um, using different techniques, using algebraic techniques or trig simplification like that. For the first problem, where's the blackboard? Yes, yeah. We talk about limits, it means when you have a function f of x, g of x, any kind of function, there is something we learn about domain and range, like input values and output values. X represents the domain and y values represents the range of the function.
Yeah.
What does it mean by limit? For a function, when x approaches to a specific number, let's say a, like as x approaching, I'm not talking about x equals a. I'm talking about x when x approaches to a. When x approaches to a at the same time, your function will approach to a specific value. Like as x approaching to a, at the same time function, like there will be like it could be up, down, right, left, whatever you would say. Function will approach to a specific value, and that value is, let's say, L. That specific value is called limit of the function. Now, limit could be left hand and right hand limit. When generally we talk about limit, it means just when you would find limit from graph, you would have to approach from the left side and right side as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Exactly, you know about that. So let's say there's a curve that looks like, let's say like that. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, yeah, 3, 4, let's. So let's say we need to figure out limit x approaches to 3. So this is not left hand, right? This is general limit. Limit x approaches to 3. It could be sometime limit x approaches to 3 and there will be positive sign on the top. It means right hand limit. It could be something like limit x approaches to 3 and there will be negative sign on the top. It means left hand limit. You have to approach from the left side. But when you have a general limit, limit x approaches to 3 and you need to figure out from the graph, then you would approach from the left side and right side as well. And if you would get the same answer for both limits, if you would get the same answer for both limit, it means that will be your final answer for that limit, and it means limit exists, right? Limit exists. When you have,
What if they're different?
what is the?
What? So you said if the left and the right are both the same number,
Yeah,
then that's the answer, right? What if
yeah,
they're different?
no, yeah. If they are different, you would say it does not exist. Limit does not
Oh,
exist.
okay. Okay.
Now for this random curve, take a look at that. Let's approach from the right side of the number line of the x-axis, x-axis and y-axis. Look at that. As you would approach from the right side of the x-axis, look at the behavior. So you're moving towards 3, right? Look at that.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So as you would move towards 3, look at your function. It is below the x-axis, then like you're moving towards 3, and these are the functional values, right? And as you are getting closer and closer to positive 3, right? Your function, and now it was below the x-axis, then it's going above the x-axis, right? So as you're getting closer and closer to 3, look at the value. Look at the corresponding value. Your curve is approaching to this specific value. That is 2. Like when it was right over there, you were at somewhere at this point, and your functional value was a negative number. It could be anything like that. But as you're getting closer and closer to 3, your function is approaching to 2, right? Approaching to 2. It means your right hand limit is equal to 3. And what about the left hand limit? Left hand limit. So as you would move from the left side of the number line, as you're getting closer and closer to 3, look at the behavior of the function is up and then getting down, 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 down. So as you're getting closer to positive 3, again, you're getting the same value, right? That is 2.
Yeah.
So your left hand limit is 2, sorry. That was 2 as well. So left hand limit and right hand limit both are equal. So it means your limit x approaches to 3, f of x is equal to positive 2. That's it. That's a basic, very basic concept. You got it?
Yeah.
Let me share a textbook with you so you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, look at these problems. Number 43. Which of the statements are true about function y equals f of x graph there, and which are false?
Is A true?
X approaches to -1 f of x. From right hand side, it is +1. Okay. B.
Oh, and then, sorry, another question.
Mhm.
So what does the, I know that they mean something, but I'm not sure what, I forget like what exactly, like
Open
the
circle and
closed,
closed.
the open.
Yeah, I will let you know about that. Just try the next one. Yeah, let's say the next one is limit x approaches to 0, f of x equals 0. Let's check that out. We have to approach 0, and there's an open circle. Open circle means function is undefined at that point, right? Function is undefined. But when you have open and closed circle, like at the same position, up and down, like in this case, when we are finding limits, you would not consider the top one. Like we have to find limit x approaches to 0 from the left side. Look at that. So as you would get closer to 0, it's getting down, 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 down. Like as you would move towards 0, your function is approaching to 0. At this point, though there is an open circle, right? But actually that point was 0, but there's an open circle, means function is undefined at that point. But keep in mind, limit is approaching value, not the exact value. We are not talking about like, what is the value of the function at x equals 0. At x equals 0, we are not talking about like that. We are finding limit, and limit is just approaching value, right? So you would not consider the like this filled circle, this closed circle on the top. Just you have to find the limit as it is. Like as you would move from left side, your function is approaching to 0, whether there's an open circle or closed circle, no problem. So your left hand limit is 0. Yeah, that is true. Okay, let's check out right hand limit. Limit x approaches 0, f of x. Again, it's 1. No, it's wrong. It is not. You will not take this point. You would not take this point. You would take this point only when there is something like this. Find f of 0. Like what is the value of the function at 0? That is really important point in this case. Everything else is pretty simple. What is the value of the function at that point? F of 0 equals, what will you take? Would you take open circle or closed circle? When you have open and closed circle at the same number, you would take closed circle. At x equals 0, yeah, at x equals 0, value of the function is 1. But your right and left hand limit is 0 in this case. You got it?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Now try the next problem.
Okay.
Try D part.
I actually don't get that one because it doesn't give like a number.
No, look at that. Like they said, limit x approaches 0 means limit from left side and limit from right side. Are they not
Oh,
equal?
so it would be the same, right?
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Look at that. I'm saying, yeah, it's true.
Okay.
Now E part, limit x approaches 0, f of x exists.
That's the
I told you exist means when left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, it means limit exists, right?
oh, so it does. So
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When left hand limit, just note it down. When left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit, you would say limit does not exist. And when left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, you would say limit exists.
Would it be false?
F,
For F, yeah.
what's the reason?
Because
Just think about it. I told you about everything.
because both sides have to be you have to look at both sides, and they're based on previous ones, they were 1, not 0.
The, the limit was 0. That was not 1. Yeah, look at that. Left hand limit, it was 0. And left hand and right hand limit, they're equal. Your answer is 0. So limit x approaches 0, like your left hand limit is 0, right hand limit is 0. It means limit exists. If limit exists, it means general limit x approaches 0, f of x will be 0. That's it. That was not 1. This one was for f of 0, I told you. That was not limit. That was f of 0. F of 0 means at x equals 0, the value of the function is equal to 1. That was different thing. You got it? But for limit, you would use this point, whether there's an open circle or closed, right? Don't worry. There are a couple of questions you would try. Everything will be good. Okay, now, yeah, try. And x approaches f of x is 1. No, it's false, because limit x approaches 0 is 1. Now, check out limit x approaches to 1 f of x.
There's like two lines, so it's kind of, but this one would still, you'd only find the unclosed circle, right? So would it be 1?
Limit x approaches to 1 f of x is equal to 1. Is it true or false? Like limit x approaches to 1. You have to find limit x approaches. You have to approach 1 from, look, that is a general limit, right? They did not mention that it is a left-hand limit or right-hand limit. It is a general limit, so you have to figure out left-hand limit and right-hand limit, right? It is a general limit, so you have to approach from the left side and approach from the right side. You got it?
Yeah.
So when you would approach from the right-hand side, let me know. So as you would approach towards 1, what is the value of the function?
So you'd only look at that line, right? You wouldn't look at anything else?
You're talking about this line?
Yeah, there's two different lines,
You
right?
would look at that, because that is included in the function. Like line means your function is going on the x-axis. Then it's starting from the top and then going down like that. That is a piecewise function, piecewise function.
Okay. Yeah.
So you would take a look at that.
If okay, so, and then you said we don't look at the closed circles, all right, for the
Exactly.
general limits.
Exactly. Just look at the
Okay,
behavior.
so then,
Yeah.
oh,
Now, it is not necessary. I told you about that. Right? But I told you whether there's an open circle or closed circle. Just you have to take a look at the behavior of the graph. Like you have to check where the curve or graph is approaching to that number. You have to figure out that number. Does that make sense?
so, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, so for this one, would it not exist? Because from the right, it's like approaching 0, but from the left, it's approaching 1.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Does not exist. When you would approach from the right side, your line, your function is on the x-axis. And on the x-axis, the value of the function is always 0. So as you would approach from this 1, so your limit, right-hand limit, that will be 0. And as you would approach from the left side, it's going down, 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 and it's going up. So as you would get closer and closer to 1, your function is approaching to 1. Yes.
1.
Exactly. So your left-hand limit is 1. So they're not equal. So limit does not exist. Hope it makes sense.